Introduction. In the world of automobiles, there are legends, and then there is Soichiro Honda, the visionary behind Honda Motor Corporation Ltd. His life's journey from a humble childhood in Japan to founding one of the world's most iconic automotive companies is nothing short of inspirational. This article explores the incredible story of Soichiro Honda, the man who revolutionized the automotive industry. A humble beginning. Born on November 17, 1906, in a small Japanese village, Soichiro Honda's early life was marked by poverty and adversity. His father, a blacksmith, ran a bicycle repair shop while his mother worked as a weaver. Honda's family struggled to make ends meet, and he lost five of his eight siblings to poor health during their childhood. However, young Soichiro had an insatiable curiosity for tools and machines, particularly after he witnessed his first car, a Ford Model T, as a toddler. This encounter ignited a lifelong passion for mechanics. Even though he performed poorly in school due to a lack of interest in academics, Honda's fascination with machinery only grew stronger. The family sealed deception. Honda's indifference to formal education was evident in his grades, but it was his resourcefulness that stood out. To avoid disappointing his parents with his failing grades, he ingeniously created a fake family seal to deceive his teacher. This clever ruse eventually became a service for fellow students who feared facing their parents' disappointment. Every apprenticeship and passion for machinery. At the age of 15, Honda decided to leave his hometown for Tokyo in pursuit of a job. He believed that the world of machinery and automobiles held his true calling. He secured an apprenticeship at the Art Shokai garage, where he initially performed menial tasks but soon proved his mettle when others were called to repair their homes after an earthquake. Honda's passion for learning about vehicles led him to spend his free time reading car-related magazines and exploring the inner workings of various automobiles. He quickly transitioned from an apprentice to a full-fledged mechanic, even designing spare parts. Mentorship and Motorsports. Yuzo, one of the garage owners, recognized Honda's potential and became his mentor. Under Yuzo's guidance, Honda delved into the world of motorsports. In 1923, they built a race car named the Curtiss, which won the 1924 Japanese Motor Car Championship. This taste of victory fueled Honda's ambition and passion for engineering. The Playful Years. As Honda entered his 20s, he became known for his wild and carefree lifestyle. He was often seen enjoying the company of geishas, throwing extravagant parties, and even dancing nude at his wedding. However, his adventurous spirit sometimes led to accidents like the incident where he accidentally knocked the geisha out of a window, causing a town-wide electrical outage. Transition to manufacturing. Honda's life took a turn when he decided to shift from automobile repair to manufacturing. He introduced the concept of producing piston rings but faced resistance from his former employer at Art Shokai. Undeterred, he ventured into business with a friend, establishing Tokai Seiki Heavy Industry. After years of hard work and continuous improvement, Honda developed innovative piston rings and automated manufacturing processes. Surviving war and hardships. The onset of World War II presented challenges, as many of Honda's employees were drafted, and sourcing materials became incredibly difficult. Yet Honda's determination to find creative solutions, even collecting dropped fuel cans from the sky, demonstrated his unwavering commitment to his business. The birth of Honda Motor Corporations. Despite the setbacks, Honda's relentless pursuit of innovation paid off. In 1946, he founded the Honda Technical Research Institute, marking the beginning of his journey into motorcycle manufacturing. Honda's small motorbike attached to a bicycle gained immense popularity in Japan, and orders flooded in. To meet the demand, he sought investment from bicycle shop owners, launching Honda Motors Corporation in 1948. Conquering the American market. Honda's motorcycles found success in the United States by reshaping the image of motorcyclists with an inclusive campaign. You meet the nicest people on a Honda. In 1964, 1 out of every 2 motorcycles sold in the US was a Honda. The brand continued to grow, becoming the largest motorcycle producer globally. A daring leap into automobiles. Soichiro Honda's dream of building cars became a reality when he introduced the Honda Civic in 1972. This compact, fuel-efficient car not only met strict emissions standards, but also provided a solution during the oil crisis. The Civic's success paved the way for the Honda Accord, which targeted the middle-class market. Honda's innovative approach and commitment to excellence propelled his company to become one of the world's leading car manufacturers. Conclusion. Soichiro Honda's journey from a poor Japanese village to the pinnacle of the automobile industry exemplifies the power of determination, innovation, and relentless pursuit of one's passion. His legacy lives on through Honda Motor Corporation Ltd., a testament to what one visionary individual can achieve through unwavering dedication and a love for machinery. Soichiro Honda's remarkable life story continues to inspire generations and remains a beacon of entrepreneurship and innovation in the automotive world. 10 things you probably didn't know about Honda. In the world of car manufacturing, it's fair to say that the world is fairly transparent. So, if you want to know something about your favorite car or model, it will no doubt be readily available. However, while this is true, there are some facts which slip away from the mainstream, only known by a lucky few. Here at Cox Motor Parts, we are just as obsessed with cars as you, and that's why we have put together this list of 10 things you probably didn't know about Honda. 1. A link with Toyota. Famously, Honda was founded by and named after Japanese engineer back in 1946 named Soichiro Honda, which he called the Honda Technical Research Institute back then. However, it is less well known that before he founded Honda, he had another company that produced car products and such as piston rings. This company named Tokai Seiki produced its parts and sold them to another now well-known Japanese manufacturer, Toyota. 2. First battery-powered vehicle. Honda has always been known for the forward-thinking, innovative approach to the motor industry. This was no more apparent than between 1997 to 1999 when they produced just 340 of the manufacturer's first ever battery electric powered vehicle, the EV Plus. While this car itself didn't achieve much, its basis was interestingly recycled as a development chassis for what would later become the Honda FCX, Honda's first zero-emissions vehicle. 3. The first Honda song. Such was the popularity of Honda motorbikes in California in the early 1960s that a band was created in their name. The Hondells were an American surf rock band manufactured by the legendary songwriter and producer Brian Wilson and Mike Love of the Beach Boys. Their biggest hit, fantastically named Little Honda, reached number 9 in the US charts in 1964, and you can hear it by following this link. 4. A link with Ford. Simply because of the man's engineering genius, this is the second brilliant fact about Soichiro Honda. Back in 1928, way before he developed Honda, he actually helped develop a Ford, essentially making the first Honda a Ford. Honda fitted a Curtiss-Wright V8 aircraft engine into a Ford chassis. The vehicle went on to set the Japanese speed record of the reaching 75 miles per hour. 5. IndyCar Engines. Back in 2006, Honda became the sole supplier of engines in the IndyCar series for the first time. While this is fairly interesting in itself, isn't it the best bit? As a testament to the quality and lasting nature of their engines, that year's Indianapolis 500 was the first in recorded history to not feature a single engine problem. 6. First production car. Up until 1963, Honda was very much a motorcycle manufacturer. However, in 63's, they released their first two vehicles. The first was the T60, a small truck. The second was the first production car named the S500. This beautiful small sports car was a two-door roadster and was essentially powered by a developed motorcycle engine. Unfortunately, only 1,363 S500s were ever made, but you can see just how eye-catching by clicking here. 7. Honda Motor Racing. Honda is of course a well-known manufacturer in all forms of motorsport, including F1, kart, IndyCar, motocross, motorcycling, sports cars, and touring cars. However, this wasn't always the case. Up until 1965, Honda was only seen as a competitor in motorcycling, as its early successes on and off the track had very much been on two wheels. This all changed when Honda announced itself on the F1 scene when North American driver Richie Ginter won the Mexican Grand Prix in the Honda RA272. 8. It's not just cars and bikes. While Honda is well known for its manufacturing of cars and motorcycles, it actually has a hand in a lot more than that. Some of Honda's other projects include watercraft, aircraft, lawn equipment, bikes, ATVs, and solar power. One of their more marquee side projects is of course into robotics, turning a lot of heads back in 2011 with the very lifelike Osimo. 9. Four-wheel steering system. Honda is of course one of the leading manufacturers in terms of advancing technology, and its development of four-wheel steering was no exception. The third generation Honda Prelude, released first in 1987, was the first car to feature the steering option in mass production. In the years of its release, it beat every other new car in the slalom test, even the likes of Porsche and Ferrari. 10. Rare NSX Model. In 1999, Honda released a special edition of their NSX Model, named after the famous Italian kart driver Alex Zandari.